Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Parsons. I have the privilege of serving as the Vice President for Academic Affairs at Stanley Community College, and I am very pleased to welcome all of you to our summer 2023 Electrical Line Worker graduation. So I do want to extend that welcome on behalf of our President, Dr. John Enemite, who is traveling out of the state today, and also on behalf of our Board of Trustees. And if I'm not mistaken, we have two of those Board of Trustees members here with us. There's Ms. Nancy Jones and Mr. Cecil Curley. So I want to thank you all for being there. I don't think there are any others. If I've missed you, I certainly do. Oh, there we are. One more in the back, and I've not met you yet. You're new. Gerald Poplin, Mr. Poplin. Yes, so thank you for being here as well. So we're very happy. Thank you. So again, I want to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony. To the students, I always like to be the first to congratulate you. This is an exciting day. You've worked really hard through what I think of as one of our most physically grueling programs. 12 very hot weeks that requires an immense amount of concentration, dedication, critical thinking, focus, and teamwork to complete. So again, one of the most physically grueling programs we have, but also one of the most mentally grueling programs that we have. So I commend you right off the chute and congratulate you for finishing this. This is our 13th graduating class since we restarted the program in 2019 after a hiatus of about 3 or 4 years when we were not able to offer the program at all. So we're very excited to have what I guess I can call Cohort 13 finishing today. Tell you a little bit about the program. It contains over 350 hours of instruction that satisfy the requirements set forth by the Carolinas Energy Workforce Consortium and a pre-apprenticeship program set forth by the Apprenticeship NC. This is the second class that's being taught through a partnership with the City of Albemarle Utilities. And so we are very thankful for that. We want to acknowledge the City of Albemarle for this unique kind of partnership that we have to teach this program. It has gone very well with a similar program that we do with the Fire Academy. And so very thankful for the City of Albemarle's partnership and want to express our appreciation to them. So since the program relaunched in 2019, there have been a total of 139 students enrolled, and of those 128 have graduated. So we've averaged around 9 to 10 students per class. And to give you an idea of how popular the class is and how needed the class is in terms of workforce development, our next class is scheduled to start September the 5th. It is already full with 12 students. The September 2024 class already has a waiting list of 10 people on it. So January, what did I say? September. Let's go with, spring, September, January, yes. So we could not do what we do without the partnerships with our advisory board members who help us to know what to teach, help us with seeking for the much needed equipment that we have. So I just want to name off some of our advisory board meeting members. There is, of course, the City of Albemarle, Davie Resource Group, Duke Energy, Globe Incorporated, Mass Tech, PD Electric, Pike Electric, Tar Heel Electric Membership Association, Randolph Electric Membership, ULCS Asplund, Union Power Electric, and Utility Service Agency. We're grateful for their support of the program, and if any of them have been able to join us today, we appreciate you being here. Well, I know you didn't come to hear me talk today or to see me stand up here, but I do want to thank you one more time for coming to support the graduates. And to the graduates, I want to say again, congratulations. I hope you have the best of success in your career. Just a couple other things to say that I think you'll probably hear a lot of folks say today is that stay focused, stay safe, always focus on coming home to your family and to your friends, and watch out for your coworkers and watch out for your coworkers' safety. I know you've heard that over and over again throughout the program, and I just want to take this moment to stress that for you, that you always come home to these folks who are out here in the audience for you. So I'm now going to turn this over to Mr. Josh Aldridge. He's our Dean of Advanced Manufacturing, Industry, and Trades, who is going to recognize some of the other faculty and staff involved in the program. So, Mr. Mr. Aldridge.
Afternoon. Like Jeff was saying, I want to recognize some of the faculty and staff that helped out with this program. We want to start off with the City of Albemarle employees that helped. We have Jimmy Honeycutt. Where'd Jimmy go? Right here. Jimmy Honeycutt, he's our lead instructor. He carried most of the work this time. Not real sure if Scotty Culp and Matt Crump had any chance to get out here or not, but if they did, we want to thank them as well. They helped out in the past with times where Jimmy couldn't be here for whatever reason. I want to thank Roger Carpenter in the back, way up there, very back. He's our assistant instructor there, so thank you, Roger. Austin Smith helped out with our CDL training that we did with the students. Donnie Hatley covered our work zone flagger training. Gary Hatley covered electrical distribution. Scott Shue did CPR, AED, and first aid. And Rushing taught NC 811. Tracy Carpenter covered interviewing skills and resume writing. Mark Sample in the very back up there, taking care of our sound system today. Andrew Burrows and Nicole Williams for social media and marketing. And then lastly, we want to thank Karen Russell for being the coordinator. Karen's up front here, and she handles all of our paperwork and keeping us all straight. So we want to thank those individuals for helping out with the program. Give them a round of applause. Now I'll introduce Mr. Devin Balcom, who's our AVP, and he's going to cover some of our scholarships and grants.
Well, before I get to the scholarships and grants, I do want to thank everyone for coming and attending this celebration, because that's really what it is. I also want to make sure that I note that Mr. Aldridge left himself off the list as one of the ones that contributed to the training. He actually taught them their OSHA training, so everyone has their OSHA 10-hour card. And Josh said that Karen was the coordinator, but she's been the makeshift mama for these guys for the last 12 weeks or so. So anyway, has she acted like your mama?
They just don't back talk me.
All right. So I've already told y'all, congratulations. I know it's hard work, and it's not the cheapest thing. So we were able to line several of the students up with scholarships to help them with the financial burden. And so we had actually 6 students that completed an application for the North Carolina State Employee Credit Union Bridge to Career Scholarship. This program awards the students $500 to go towards their expenses. And those that received this were Isaiah Atkins, Austin Cox, Wyatt Curley, Colby Jackson, Logan Nelson, and Connor Whitley. In addition to this, we also had Logan Nelson that received the Will Hughes Scholarship. That's named after a previous graduate. That was an additional $250. As Mr. Parsons mentioned, safety is one of the biggest things in this. You see a fairly full room of folks here supporting you. How many of the folks out here want to see these guys come home at the end of the day? Y'all see that? So the way that you make that happen is being very observant, and it's difficult. So y'all swam in today through the heat and humidity, right? And that breaks your concentration. There's going to be times when sleep's an issue, but you still have to stay focused. And so we hope that you will stay safe in your journey. Look forward to getting reports. Feel free to contact Jimmy, Karen, and myself. We'd love to hear about your successes, all right? So with that, I get the honor of inviting Dana Cheney, who is the Director of Human Resources for the City of Albemarle, who's going to come forward and introduce our guest speaker for the day.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you for having the City of Albemarle. It's a privilege to be with you this afternoon. Appreciate all the graduates, and congratulations to you. It's my honor to introduce our speaker this afternoon. His name is Michael Coffin. He is an intermediate line technician at the City of Albemarle. He joined the Albemarle team in November of 2021. Michael is a graduate of North Stanley High School, and he's a 2014 graduate of the Electrical Line Worker program at Stanley Community College. After graduation, Michael has worked as an overhead lineman on substations for different utility contractors, including Troll Power Line and ULCS. The Albemarle team is very glad to have him on our staff, and we're very excited for him to share his story with the graduates today. So, Michael.
I hope everybody's having a good afternoon so far. As a former student, I want to congratulate each of y'all young men of completing an electrical line worker program. Some of y'all already know going into this field can be a very tough job. Being a line worker is a demanding job and requires you to be in good physical shape, being prepared to work in all types of weather conditions, night or day, all kinds of heat and weather. It is not for the weak-minded, so you will have to have passion for the outdoors for this type of work. From prior experience, safety is the most important thing. When you're working with a crew, every crew wants to see you go home, your families, like they said earlier. You will hear and need to honor when you say, be your brother's keeper. You hear the motto a lot, and you need to follow that to keep each other safe. Another thing you need to know is the first mistake could be your last mistake. So always be on your guard because you can't see electricity. You will have the choice of working with a contractor or the city. They have a lot in common, just difference on certain things. When working on a contractor, you're going to have a wider range that you're going to have to cover more than a city will. Working with this contractors, you will have a lot more to do with the traveling for storm work than a city. If you're called, if you're someone who's younger and single, that may be better fit. In my opinion, it would be a good experience being you would be able to travel and to see the world, and you won't be home as much as you would with the city and everything to see your families. You have more of a set schedule to get off work on certain times unless major storms come through and your crew needs you to help. One thing to remember is that you always have work to do, and there's a high demand for line work. No matter which one you do, it's always like a big family working with each and every one of us. And by the way, everyone gets a nickname. I earned mine from the way I talk. If y'all can't tell already, I get called Boomhauer. So don't take nothing to heart. You will always learn something new, no matter how long you've been in this field. And I want to congratulate each and every one of y'all on y'all's new journey. Be safe, and God bless.
Y'all ready? All right, now we're going to do the presentation of the graduates. So when I call your name, please come up. Meet Mr. Honeycutt here and stand over to the side and hang out for a few minutes. We're going to take a picture of everybody after we get finished, all right? Okay. Isaiah Atkins. Michael Drew Bargesser. Timothy Byram. Rodney Austin Cox. Wyatt Curley. Colby Jackson. Jonathan Logan Nelson. Connor Whitley. And Joseph Yankee. All right, we'll give them another round of applause here. Good job. All right.
If you'll stand up there beside Josh, please.
Oh, she's trying to do pictures.
They're taking pictures of me all every angle on this whole entire place. I have no idea.
Don't know where to look.
No clue.
Just looking at my mom.
There you go. I hear it.
All right.
I still see him.
I still see a picture taken. All right. Well, this is going to conclude our ceremony. Feel free to come down and take more pictures if you want. So do we need any more for, where's Nicole? We good? We good? Okay. All right. Awesome. So thank everyone for coming, and congratulations again. Stay safe.
Thank you.